Hey there. It's the first video I'm making. Uh, you, sorry. I, like most other people who are watching this video, have spent a lot of time watching YouTube. It's pretty common in this day and age. Um, and I think it's pretty normal. But I've been thinking more and more that since I spend so much doing it, so much time doing it, that potentially I should start contributing to the website itself myself. I've been thinking about it particularly recently as I've been applying for a police job over the last 3 or 4 months. And this has led me to reflect a lot on myself, but also the world and other people's perspectives. Something that's come up in this is the growing prominence of AI in day to day life. And what could that potentially end up meaning for the everyday person? Now, I think it should be stated I'm not an expert on this, but I think by nature of the topic and how complex it truly is, and how many different fields it touches on, like economics, human behavior, just the complexity of AI itself, technology, psychology, all of these things combined, I don't think there's anyone who's truly qualified to talk about it. And as a result, I think I'm as good as person as anyone else to have a crack. I think over the next decade, we're going to see a lot of unemployment from white collar jobs. I think blue collar is largely going to be protected because robotics is so far behind the software for now. If a true general intelligence is created, it will be able to quickly help us catch up or potentially on its own catch robotics up. But currently, where we stand, robotics are far and away behind software. With that in mind, white collar jobs are by far and away the most at threat. I'm talking about, you know, your standard office jobs, public service jobs as well. Anything that isn't hands on or innately social has a great possibility of stopping. Now, I would even go as far as saying engineers are potentially at risk because I think money talks. And if you look at, well, in my country, Australia, the amount of money that's spent on engineers in things like mining and really the simplicity of what they do, it's unlikely that a lot of those jobs are going to stay around if AI can start solving those problems for these companies. Eventually, there will just be managers who oversee the AI. Now, that will be a particularly difficult job, but the grunt force problem solving is going to get replaced. Now, people will say throughout human evolution or civilization, probably more accurately, we've had technological advancements and repeatedly we have created jobs through them. To put it in a different way, change creates change, if you know what I mean. Uh, we can't foresee possible outcomes of technology. And although I understand how naive this sounds, I truly think this is different in the sense that it will move so quickly. It will continue to develop, and it's not a new technology, rather it is an efficiency. It's doing the same thing that we do, but more efficiently and cost effectively. Now, obviously at this stage it has so many flaws, but you would be an idiot to not see where this is going. Now, I could well be wrong, but I believe there's going to be mass unemployment in the near future. Now, what are we going to do about this? I think really the only solution, and this is merely an economic solution, is a universal basic income or welfare, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's a form of socialism, but in my country we have a lot of socialist policies, and it's good for us. You need a balance, like in all things. You need the social policies to protect people in a government and country, but also need the market to create things, anything. Competition is a driving force in creation. Now, let's say by some miracle, governments do create a UBI quick enough that people aren't spending a large amount of time without financial instability. That is, like, there isn't years upon years where there's just homeless people starving on the streets, because that would solve the problem I'm about to talk about. But let's just say everyone is financially secured, but they do not have jobs. We in the world at the moment are suffering from a lack of purpose. We are suffering from a lack of meaning. And for a lot of people, although their life is lacking meaning, there is one small thing that they do have, and that is their job. But if that goes, these people are going to be left with nothing. Truly, they're going to be on their own. We will have to develop a way to educate people to be, I would coin it as a term, productively unproductive. As in, you're not creating anything substantial. You're not contributing to society in a way that could be measured, but you're partaking in the social fabric of society. Now, I don't know how this could be implemented. In the past, religion took this filled this vacuum rather. But currently, at least in Western civilization, we really do not have a universal fabric to create meaning for people. Although I don't know what's going to happen, this is potentially my way of trying to start being involved with society at large and throw my hat into the ring in a way. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to make this channel about, but it's my motivation for starting it was that. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and stay positive.